Slack attack.
Hey, thanks for coming back to Major Slack Attack here for a stop for strategic Starfield gameplay, and we are going to do the final mission in the Free Star Rangers quest line, the Hammer Falls, in which we were going to be rewarded with the Star Eagle. I just noticed something. There is a potential glitch with the Star Eagle when you acquire it. It may disappear all the stuff that you have on board in storage crates. So let's just grab all that now and put it somewhere else. Grab all that and getting confused because I've been working for a couple days on a complete overhaul of the Star Eagle. I got a beautiful redesign of the Star Eagle. You guys are going to be drooling over it. It's just fantastic. It's going to be way better than the default. Here's my other chest. Okay, so. Oh, that doesn't overload me. Fantastic. Okay, so everything's been emptied out. Don't worry about the cargo hold. The resources seem to be safe. They will get transferred over to the Star Eagle safely. It's just everything in the storage crates. I notice it just completely disappears. Even after making the Star Eagle your home ship and you going through all that, yeah. The game screws up. Anyways, okay, so having done that, let me make sure there's nothing in the captain's locker. Very good. Alright, here we go. The Hammer Falls. Go to Hope Town. Oh, we were given, at the end of the previous mission, let me just read this now, to give what I'm going to do some context. So going into your inventory, go down to notes. Details of the arrangement. Here we go. As promised, here are the details. Another slate will be delivered to you shortly. It contains the locations of the dozens of small remote farms spread across the Free Star Collective. I want those farms cleared completely of all occupants. I prefer to avoid the violence, but these people can be stubborn, so do what you must. There can be no witnesses for what comes next. Once the farm has been cleared, keep the area secure as my extraction team does its work. Act quickly, especially in areas close to Aquila. The Rangers can be slow to respond, but they'll catch on eventually. Let's make sure that the job is done before then. Destroy this slate as soon as you're finished reading it. Okay, and this was given by Hope. Just signed Hope, and this was given to Paxton Hull. Hope, you got some splaining to do. Okay, here we are in Polda and Hope Town.
I don't want to hear any complaints. Okay. Hello.
Okay, and our quest marker is going to take us back to the
Local
factory
security
floor.
handles most.
Back here. Be advised, this may get a little messy.
That's very generous.
And by
Mr.
messy,
Hope.
I mean
Well,
gunplay.
Burnett, we set some
Keep an eye on
ambitious
your
quotas. You
Take
met
control.
every one of them.
Well, I won't pretend it was easy, but everyone pulled together and we got it done.
I'll let you share the good news, whenever and however you like.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Hey, hold
Those
up there, Ronnie baby.
Jackasses on
Ronnie boy.
Monday are gonna be the death of me.
Good to see you again. Well, I've just received a report from the Marshal about your progress. He said you had a promising lead on the mercenaries who stole my ship. I trust you're here with good news?
Not good news for you. You can drop the act, Hope.
Excuse me? You'd better have a damn good explanation for this.
Alright, listen up. I'm afraid Paxton Hull has implicated you in a conspiracy against the Freestar Collective. What do you have to say for that?
Oh, the same Paxton Hull who was court-martialed during the Colony War? Well, I've never met the man, and I can't imagine why he'd make an accusation against me.
Okay, I got this evidence here that just like, you know, we got you dead to rights, okay? Here's this slate. Explains the whole thing.
Bastard kept the slate. Oh, I suppose this is his revenge against the Council of Governors for what happened during the war. I'm impressed, Deputy. It's clear you have a bright future ahead of you.
What's going on? What is this about, Mr. Hope?
Nothing that concerns you, Birgit. In fact, why don't you make yourself scarce?
I think I'd like to hear what the deputy has to say.
Okay, by bright future you mean bribe future, right? And let's go with start talking, you traitorous bastard.
I can see you're upset. Allow me to explain. And you'll see that there were very good reasons for what I had to do. The truth is, we've been falling behind the competition. Significantly so. We needed solutions. A few years ago, I began to diversify. We started to research chemicals, fuel, those sort of things. We developed an experimental fertilizer. Oh, and it failed utterly. It wiped out entire crops. I was prepared to write the whole thing off when we made a discovery that changed everything. Turns out, our fertilizer was transforming the soil, bolstering its mineral content tenfold.
Go on.
We donated the fertilizer to select homesteads and let the farmers do the work. And when the time was right, we cleared the farm and brought in machinery to harvest the mineral-rich soil. The reduction in labor and materials costs sent my profits soaring.
So basically you used the first to seize the farmland and keep the operation a secret.
I never intended for anyone to be hurt. I told Hull to buy the land, not take it by force. Unfortunately, farmers can be stubborn folk. And I couldn't risk any witnesses.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How could you do something so awful to innocent people, to families?
Not another word out of you, Birgit. I can take your job, and more. We'll discuss this later. In any case, I suppose the gig is up. I give you my word that I'll call off the operation and return the land to its rightful owners.
Okay, I believe the expression is the jig is up. I'm gonna have to look that up. Anyways, the operation ends now. That's not enough. And the people you hired muscle killed. Yeah. What about this? And the people you hired muscle killed. What about them?
You're right, of course. Something must be done. I'll set up a fund.
A fund?
To handle funeral expenses and take care of any surviving family members. We'll do this the right way. I give you my word.
You unconscionable scumbag. Okay. No, this operation ends now.
Like I said, I give you my word. Besides, the work was just about done. With that resolved, let's talk about you.
Me.
As a
Okay.
member of the Council of Governors, I'm authorized to award you a substantial bonus. And of course, we'll both agree to forget about my little cost-cutting endeavor.
You unconscionable scumbag, but 20,000 credits! Okay, about that unconscionable scumbag crack, yeah. So you're faced with this moral decision here. You can accept 20,000 credits and let Ron Hope go, and let him go unpunished for all his dastardly deeds and scumbaggery, or you can kill him. I did a quick save just before this. Let's attack him. I have never gotten anything decent out of Ron Hope as far as loot. Have you ever gotten any decent loot out of Ron Hope? Not me. Post a comment if you have. Let's kill him.
Protect me!
Yeah, that's right. Run. This thing rocks. What the hell is this thing? The Frenzy. Oh yeah, this thing. The Frenzy Refined Pulse. I haven't even modded it yet. Wow. Love the way it fires. Yep, that's it. A little bit of chump change and some ammo. That's pretty typical. And all his henchmen, basically the same thing. It's just a little bit of chump change. So, yeah, and then you can go back to the Marshal with a clean conscience. But that's not the route I'm going.
Well, I won't pretend it was easy, but
Good to see you. He said you. I trust. Did you know? This is nice. Two-faced. Oh, eyes.
Okay, here's where we left off. And like I said, I'm going to accept the 20,000 credits. Alright, everybody calm down. Okay, it's only a video game. It's only a video game.
Indeed. Well, I'll take that slate now. Tell the Marshal whatever you need to, as long as the case is closed. I look forward to working with you in the future, Deputy.
There you go. So we are 20,000 credits richer. I wonder what happens if you kill him after taking a bribe. Never done this before. Do you get a bounty? Yeah, you get a bounty. Okay. That settles that. Okay. So you can't have your cake and eat it too. You have to take the bribe, or you have to bring him into justice. Okay, so now it's time to face the Marshal. Talk to Marshal Blake. Okay, so make sure everybody in your crew has got their story straight. And it's a long run into the rocks. Let's just take a little amp. We are going to set up an amp farm shortly. Once again, I tried to use the stolen amp, and the game insisted on using my non-stolen amp.
Hey, your ship that landed not too long ago? You heard of the Helios retreat?
Deputy!
Hey, what's up?
You're back.
I'm back.
Good to see you back safe, Deputy. What's the word on the mech factory? Were the mercenaries hiding out there?
Yep, it was their hideout. But I took care of them.
Damn, you've got guts of steel.
Thank you.
Did you find out why the first was taking over farms?
Paxton Hull, what were we going to say? Yeah, we're going to say. Yeah, Paxton Hull took his secrets to the grave.
Makes my heart heavy to hear that.
Sorry, well, that's the way to work
There was
out.
a time he was a great leader and a hero of the Freestar Collective. It's too bad he threw all of that away. Still, it's hard to escape the feeling you cured the symptom, but not the disease.
Okay, let's throw him a little sass. Give me some credit. I took on a mercenary army and I won.
I'm not questioning your bravery, Deputy. What you did was selfless and courageous. But whoever hired the first is still out there. And they might not give up so easily. The whole thing just feels unresolved. A temporary victory at best.
Yeah, let's throw him a little more sass. I'm starting to feel a little unappreciated here.
Sometimes being a ranger is a thankless job. Anyone who's in it to be loved should find a new line of work. That said, you did good, Deputy.
Attaboy.
We'll keep an ear to the ground for new developments.
Okay.
While we've got you here, there's one last piece of business to take care of.
Yeah, that's right. Make with the
Emma,
goodies.
Would you please?
With pleasure, Marshal. When you first joined us, I told you that you'd undergo an evaluation process.
Uh-huh.
There's one thing left to do.
Okay.
A simple question. Do you feel ready to wear the badge of a full-fledged Freestar Ranger?
Do I want the Star Eagle? You damn betcha I do.
Good. Duty and honor are the backbone of the Freestar Rangers. Marshal, I approve the deputy for advancement to the rank of Ranger.
Thank you, Ranger Wilcox. In your time serving as a deputy, you've shown exceptional courage, fearless tenacity, and a high regard for the safety of our citizens. By the authority granted to me by the Council of Governors, I hereby promote you to the rank of Ranger. Here's your badge. Wear it with pride. But don't forget the solemn responsibility it represents.
Let's throw him a little more sass. It's about damn time.
Raring to go, aren't you? Well, you've earned it. Let's hear it for our new Ranger.
Thank you. Thank you. Twerk, nothing. Yeah. Did my best. And here we go. Mission reward 165 XP. And the Star Eagle Starship. Interesting, I never noticed that. As a full-fledged Freestar Ranger, you have been granted your very own Star Eagle class starship with no registration fee required. Eagle class, eh? Okay. And we got a shitload of cash along with that too.
The promotion.
So, what? Wait a minute, sorry, I cut her off.
Well earned.
Thank you. So thus concludes
Well, hey
the
there.
Freestar Ranger questline. Continue to do missions for them from their mission board, I'm presuming.
We got a lot
Yeah,
of bars in the city.
That's pretty
All
much it.
class joint.
Let's go take a look at our new ship.
The settled systems news.
The easiest way to acquire it, actually, you can look at it in your inventory.
Network news.
There it is. Now I'm going to completely overhaul this next video, and I'm going to show you why right now. Let's get inside.
Can trust.
Easiest way is to simply go back to Alpha Centauri. Jemison, and New Atlantis. Okay, we gotta go see the ship services guy.
Got anything you need to offload?
Somebody once
Trade
posted a
authorities
comment
will be
saying you could make it a ship your home ship using the ship menu in your inventory. That's not true. Where's the option? I don't see the option. There's the Star Eagle. Where's the option here to make it your home ship in your inventory? No, I believe the only way you can do that is to visit a ship services guy. This is currently our home ship. Nope, that's wrong. Sorry. Unless I'm missing something.
And here's your new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship.
Okay, I'd like to view and modify my
Sure,
ships.
Have at it.
Okay, and we'll cycle through them. There's the Star Eagle, and there's the option to make it your home ship. So let's do that. It's now our home ship. And we don't have to register it or anything.
Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
All the resources that were in the cargo hold should be transferred over to the Star Eagle. Just check that out. There they are. So all the resources there. But like I said, grab everything out of the miscellaneous storage containers that you have around the ship, because they will get disappeared. They might get disappeared. They got disappeared in my case. Maybe they won't in your case, but they did with me. So fair warning. Okay, so here we are. First of all, the landing bay. It leads on to the bottom floor. I don't like this. I want a landing bay where you come up here, you point up, you go into the ship, and you're already on the second floor. You're already on the cockpit floor. It's a great ship, but it has a lot of things I don't like, and we're going to change all that. Let's take a little tour. Here is the engineering bay, 3x1, completely and utterly useless. These engineering bays are strictly for cosmetics. All you get is a little tiny storage crate with... What's this? With 10 kilo storage. Okay. Completely cosmetic, completely useless. Let's go upstairs. Well, I mean, in my opinion, useless. I mean, I know some of you like, you know, role-playing, and you like cosmetics, you like things that make things look good. But for me, I find that, you know, it's got to be functional. It's got to have some point to it. Here's the cockpit. Cargo hold is over here. There's all our resources. Very good. Not one of my favorite cockpits. Doesn't provide the best view. I like cockpits with a wide view, like the Daimyo's or the Taiyo cockpit, or the I forget the other one that I really, the Samurai cockpit. Either the Samurai cockpit or the Daimyo's. Those are the best cockpits in my opinion. To the back. To the brig. Another completely useless hab. Okay, we've got a couple lockers here that cannot be used for storage. basically a brig is a jail. And here are the jail cells. What do you need a jail for? There's no, I mean, as far as I know, there's no option in the game to capture someone and, you know, throw them in jail. Bring him to justice. Or maybe, you know, torture him for some information, you know. Okay, I'm kidding about that last part, but you know, there's no option like that in the game. This is entirely cosmetic. What do you do with this? The only thing you do with it is open up the doors and then use it as, you know, a place to sleep. The only use I can think for this is if you have a large crew and you have crew members that are frequently, you know, taking naps and taking up your only bed. So you have to go up and talk to them to get them out of the bed. I think maybe this might be useful for that because it's got a lot of beds. But other than that, well, what's it good for? And another 10 kilo storage crate. And in here, I believe this is a Stroud living quarters. And another bed. But no storage crate. So a lot of completely useless tabs on this in my humble opinion. We're going to change all that completely. I'm going to completely overhaul this next video. I'm going to show you a beautiful little overhaul. It took me a couple days to figure it out. I'm going to turn this into a completely functional beast. Let's take up into space. It's got 3 weapons on it. It's got a really good reactor on it, and it's only a Class A reactor too. As you can see, it's got 29 power bars. You can bring it up to 30 if you take on Vasco as a crew member. Either Vasco or Sarah. I think it's Vasco. And yeah, it's got EM weapons, missiles, and laser. Another thing I didn't like about this is the primary weapon is electromagnetic, secondary weapon is missile, and the third weapon is laser. This is like backwards. Primary weapon should be lasers, secondary weapon should be missiles, and the third should be EM. We're going to change that too. We might even, after I do some field testing, I actually beat the game with this in my first playthrough. And I beat it like with the default Star Eagle because at that time I was still suffering from the no weapon assignment glitch from the large font bug that I showed you about previously. So yeah, I've actually beaten the game with this, but yeah. So it's got a really kick-ass reactor, it's got some great weapons. All these weapons are Star Design rank 4 weapons. So if you don't have Star Design rank 4, you wouldn't be able to get those weapons unless you got that skill. Laser's pretty good. Great fire rate, great recovery rate. Missile is this, you get an astonishing 14 shots. Check this out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 missiles. So that beats the crap out of you know, other missiles. That's also a Starship Design rank 4 weapon. And finally the EM. Perpetual fire, never runs out. So you could target a ship. This is made for pirating ships, like taking over ships. Alright, so let's take it into the shop and overhaul this sucker. Make it way, way better. Over to our outpost at Vessel 3, because the landing pad there will give us all the options. Alright, you useless behemoth. We are going to give you a makeover. We've invited Oprah Winfrey in, and we're going to completely overhaul you. Alright? That is coming up first thing next video. Alright? Thanks a lot for watching. If you thought this was remotely entertaining and or informative, you know what to do. Give the old Slackster a big old thumbs up. Post a comment, and most importantly, subscribe to make sure you get all my videos hot off the press. Alright, see you next time. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page, and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes, alright? Thanks a lot, really appreciate it.